Hey, good morning. How's everybody doing today? What we're looking at here is the Husqvarna 455. Just a small little recap. This come into my shop. Guy said he hadn't ran it for a couple years, just wanted me to give it a good once over. Looked, had on video, the fuel lines were the old Timmons, hard, primer bulb was hard. So to get to the pulse line that sits right down in there, you have to take the intake manifold block off. This right here. To get to the carburetor bolts that actually hold the carburetor in place, which are, it bolts up like this. You can't get to these bottom two bolts here because of the tank handle assembly is in the way. So you have to take the tank handle off to get to the bottom two bolts in the carburetor to get the carburetor and intake manifold off, which then allows you to get down to the pulse line. But that's not what today's video is about. Today's video, we're basically going to take a peek inside. I've got the muffler off. I've not looked inside. I can see the piston where it's setting. Piston looks really good. Let me see if I can't zoom in here a little bit for you. See if we can't get you a good picture here. Hopefully. That's what I've seen so far. That piston looks pristine. So I'm going to crank it over a little bit. We'll go to the bottom of the piston first. Okay, there's the bottom of it. What you're seeing on there is just some oil. There's no scuffing on that piston at all. So now we're going to pull it down. We're going to get it to where it's just exposing the ring. There we go. Just exposing the ring right there. That looks good. So now we're going to take a little peek inside the cylinder, look back toward the intake side. So what I want to do is get this piston all the way down the bottom dead center. That's going to be a little harder said than done because it wants to come back up. So, let me see if I can't persuade it to stay down a little bit. There we go. So, try to show you this. You know, we're open clear through the cylinder now. The intake side of the cylinder looks pretty decent. But we're going to take a closer look at it. Open this back up a little bit. And what you see sitting over there to the right side of the screen, I've got my phone set up with my bore camera, and that's what you're actually seeing right now is a picture of me. This bore camera has a switch on it that you can adjust the intensity of the light on the end of the scope. So we're going to take a little peek right inside right now. See what it looks like. That's one of your transfer ports right there. That's over on the PTO side. That's looking up toward the top of the cylinder. Let me record this. I think I remember how to do this. Okay, it's recording now, so we're going to go back in. Again, that's the transfer port over on the PTO side. There's the top of the piston. There's your transfer port on the mag side or the flywheel side. And that dark ring, you see the horizontal there coming out of the back of the transfer. I believe that's just a little bit of oil. You've got some discoloration there on the cylinder wall. I believe that's probably just some oil also where the piston drawed down. Them little black spots that you see there, I believe that's just some dirt, because I can see specks when I look through the exhaust with my naked eye. You can still see some cross hatching right there. Maybe a few little scuffs right there in the center of the screen. Come around. Again, here's the mag or the PTO side. Transfers look rather clean. See if I can't get something going up. That's about as good as I'm going to get going straight up. Okay. So, we'll pull the spark plug. I should have had this done. We'll pull the spark plug and go down through the spark plug hole. This is going down through the spark plug hole, looking right on top of the piston. Nice, good, even, clean burn. There's the transfer on the mag side or the flywheel side. Again, I believe that little black speck right there next to about middle of the screen to the right side, I believe that's just a speck of dirt in there. Here would be the exhaust port opening. And there's the other transfer port, which is over on the mags, or the PTO side rather. Okay. I must have a little oil on the end of the scope. I see what happened. Kind of come apart there a little bit. That's the top of the piston again. There's the other transfer over on the PTO side. So there's a look inside the cylinder. The inside of that cylinder looks rather good. Doesn't look like it's got anything going on in there. So do a pressure vacuum test on it now, and I'm still waiting on parts. Got parts ordered up for it. Fuel lines, impulse hose, fuel filter. Can't remember what else I ordered for it. I've got it all written down. Air filter. I've got them parts ordered up along with the parts for the 350. So as soon as they both get here, all them parts get here, we'll come back and we'll revisit both of them saws and get them put back together and run them. Okay. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Talk to you in the next one.